Hey YouTube, Kira Qualia here, bringing you guys my Nightmare Doll deck profile for February 2016. It's a really fun deck, focusing on using Nightmare Doll Alice with the new Catherine as your main play in the deck. You can get off a lot of crazy moves with it. So let's go ahead and get through the deck profile and show you what it's all about. I would run 2 Nightmare Doll Beatrix as your stride, but I only have 1 at the moment. Still need to grab 1 more. But basically with her, you can choose 3 of your Workroid rear guards and put them into your soul. At the end of the battle that this unit attacked, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose 2. If you have a heart with Nightmare Doll, you may pay the cost. If you do, put this G-Zone face up and then choose 2 of your Workroids from your soul and call them to separate rear guards. So the basis of this card is so that you can basically get your attacks off, then put her back, have Catherine as your vanguard, and then abuse Alice on rear guards with their own effects. That's the main reason this card goes back to the stride zone before your turn ends. So you can have Nightmare Doll Catherine be your vanguard and get that effect off. And I also run 2 Clifford. He's just good vanguard pressure. Overall with his on-hit skill to call something out. And also run 2 Harry. Pretty staple in the deck. Harry's an awesome card, focusing on, taking out your opponent's rear guards as well and filling yours up. And also 2 Lunatic Dragon. This card's just good for vanguard pressure, the extra crit. In this deck, Catherine's not so much pressure on her own, so this card really helps in that situation. And moving on to the main deck now, I run 4 Nightmare Doll Catherine. The card you always want to have on Vanguard. Never get Alice on Vanguard. Just because Catherine has the ability to give all your Nightmare Doll Alices on rear guard plus 1000, making them an 11k swinger when they attack. And she also gives them the effect, CB1, if the attack does not hit, you can choose an Alice from your soul, call it out to an open rear, then place the Alice that attacked into the rear soul. So you can get multiple attacks off, and if the effect, hits with Alice, then, you can use Alice's own skill. So no matter what happens with the Alice attack, something will be going on involving the soul. It makes this card really good. And I also run 4 Nightmare Doll Alice. She's pretty standard in the deck. You need her. She's the main card for all your plays. CB1, put this unit into your soul. When this unit attack hits, if you have a Pale Moon Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you choose a Pale Moon other than Nightmare Doll Alice from your soul, call it to rear guard. So the on-hit skill is good. Just, recycling out cards. And then with Catherine, if it doesn't hit, you have, another Alice to go out with. So you can pretty much just beat down your opponent with this card. And then for grade 2s, I run 4 Nightmare Doll Brenda. She has the effect where you put her into the soul, choose 1 Workroid from your soul, call it to rear, and it gets the effect when this unit is put into your soul from rear, choose a card named Nightmare Doll Brenda from your soul and call it to rear. And then it loses that ability afterwards, so you can't do it multiple times. So basically this card allows you to get out Alice after it's been put into your soul, by another effect. Let's say Alice hit last turn and you called something out. You can put Brenda in, call Alice out, and then, get another additional attack with Alice after it has been put into the soul by calling out Brenda again. It's a really good card to use. And I also run 4 Nightmare Doll Ginny. Just another card that's, made to call Alice out. You put this unit into your soul. When this unit is placed on rear, you may pay the cost. If you choose up to 1 card named Nightmare Doll Alice from your soul, call it to rear, and gets plus 5000. So making the Alice that's attacking a now 16k attacker, because the biggest fear is when you hit your opponent, if they get a trigger, it can mess up a lot of your attack plays, but Ginny helps out because after you call out her, you can put her right back into the soul, like let's say with Alice. And I also run 3 Silverthorn Marionette Lillian. I like running 3 of her just because of the fact that she's a good ride target, and she also is a Workroid, meaning she'll go great with the stride as well. And then for grade 1s, I run 4 Nightmare Doll Leslie. She has the ability when a card named Nightmare Doll Alice is put into your soul from rear, you stand this unit. So pretty much after the attack hits, you can re-stand this card for the boost for the other rear guard that's going to attack. So you can't go wrong with this unit. Just additional boosters there. And I also run 4 Nightmare Doll Juliet. Now, I only have Juliet in here, 1, because she is a Workroid, and I don't have any additional Stride Enablers. But if you wanted to run the Stride Enabler, replace Juliet for them, just because, striding does help the deck a lot with consistency, and soul buildup is not too big of a problem with this deck. But Nightmare Doll Juliet does help just with the Gen Break 1, Soul Charge 1, plus she's also a Workroid, like I said, so it goes great with the Stride effect. And I also run 4 PG. Oops, not yet. My Midnight Bunny. 4 Hades Hypnotist for now. I don't have any on flip PGs at the moment, but hope to get them soon because this deck does CV a lot, so definitely want to run those type of Perfect Guards. Plus, like I said, 2 Midnight Bunny just for extra boost and CB pressure. If you wanted to run Juliet, you can take out 2 of the Midnight Bunnies and 2 Juliet and run 4 Stride Enablers and keep, 2 of her in just for soul charging power. And then for grade 0s, I run 1 Innocent Magician. He's the grade 3 Searcher, because like I said, you got to get Catherine as your Vanguard or you're going to do really bad with the deck. Alice does nothing on Vanguard. And also 8 Crit, 4 Nitro, 4 Poison Juggler, my bad. 4 Mirabelle, just the additional Nightmare Doll, Workeroid, Crit. 4 of the Stride Stand, Prankster Girl of Mirland. And 4 Tender Breeder, the heal trigger. No Workeroid heals, sadly. Otherwise, I would definitely run that instead. But yeah, that's it for the deck profile. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And Kira Quali out.